Hey everybody. Man, I love the ST wheels. Yes, I do. The ST wheels on the Ford Fusion Sport, absolutely amazing. Anyways, I'll do a whole separate video on that. But this is just a quick video I wanted to show you guys about the Ford Fusion Sport Boomba Blow valve. Now, I know that this has been around for a while and there's some videos out there because I specifically looked to see if I can find what they are. And there are videos of the cars driving and basically videos of wind noise and everything going on. And what I wanted to do is actually show like a legit kind of comprehensive video in my little review about what exactly the Boomba Blow valve is and what it does. Pros, the cons. I've had it on the car for about 5,000 miles, so I've lived with it for a little while. I'm going to keep it on because I think it's pretty cool. As performance, it is zero. It doesn't do anything for me. But let's get it started. First of all, this little thing right here is your Boomba Blow valve. This right here. It's held on pretty simple. Basically, it's held on by these 3 bolts. So there's 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd bolt right there on the back. The install was super easy. Basically, this here is your factory air recirculator, okay? Let me explain what that is. For those of you who don't know what a blow-off valve does, is on turbocharged cars, when you have boost coming on, and think of this as your throttle body, when the throttle body opens, you have air that goes around the throttle body like this, and as you give it more gas, the throttle body opens and the boost goes through. Well, if you snap the throttle body shut real quick, all the boost that is in this line from your turbo builds up, and it's got to have somewhere to go. Well, in the state of California and many other states, it's illegal to vent it to the atmosphere. Some stupid reason. It's intake. There's no emissions in it. It's clean compressed air. I don't understand. Anyways, so how this works normally. This down here is one of your charge pipes right here. And basically what happens is when you snap off the throttle, this, which is your air recirculator valve, will open. And in here, there's a plunger that goes all the way down to this. And when you release it, the plunger comes up and the plunger goes down. And that's computer controlled, okay? That's important to remember in Ford Fusion Sports, is this is a computer controlled blow-off valve, not a vacuum controlled blow-off valve. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But basically what happens is when you're on the throttle, boost is coming through this and you're getting boost, and you're like, yeah, let my boost, woo! Race car, right? Well, when you let up on the boost, this little pendulum comes up, it comes up like that, and you have a hose back here. That's this bad boy right here. It's on top. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's actually after the blow-off valve. What it does is it directs air back over here, back to your intake pipe, which is right here. So effectively what it's doing is it's recirculating unused boost back into your intake. There's mixed reviews on that. I mean, it's hot air. Why would you want hot air coming back into your intake, you know? But I mean, for what it's worth, I don't know if there's any real performance gains with it or not. For this, probably not. But effectively what you do is you take off these 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, you pull this bad guy up, which is super simple. You put in the spacer. That's all this is. It's a spacer. It's not a blow-off valve. It's a piece of metal. It's a piece of metal, and the air comes out of this little hole right here. Comes out a hole on this side, and it makes the whoosh sound. That's all it does. Totally worth 65 bucks in my opinion. I got it red because, of course, if it's red, it adds 10 more horsepower, and it matches my battery cables. Okay, that's dorky, but you know, but it's cool. You know, from back here, it does add a little bit of bling to the cabin, and or to the engine bay. So now that you guys know how to install it, oh, one brief thing I do want to tell you. This is an E5 Torx. Basically, it's an E5 socket right here. So if you don't have an E5 socket to take these stock bolts out, you will need one. E5. To put these in, these ones are much longer. They're about this big, and it's a 5mm Allen. So the ones that come out of here, oh, I'll show you. They're right over here. They are, let's see, here we go. These bad boys right here. These are that's an E5. This stupid, like, this. That is an E5. So for what it's worth, this goes in there, and that's an E5. So these are the stock bolts that were in it. Like I said, you will need that to take it off. So once again, if you order it and you're all juiced to put it on, you don't have an E5, you're gonna have problems. So order E5 with it. Harbor Freight's got them pretty cheap. You can get them on my Amazon, dirt cheap too. So you guys want to hear what it sounds like, right? Let's do this. Okay, so keep in mind that this is with the hood up, and we are at a dead stop against my garage here, so the exhaust sound louder than normal, but this way you'll be able to hear it. So we'll rev it up to about 3.5, and you'll be able to hear it really good. All right, so basically what you were hearing was that little plunger pendulum thing in there going up and down effectively, and air blasting out. Let me give you a little bit of review on what I think of it. I think it's cool. It does make some noise. It is an automatic car, so normally when you're on the gas and it's shifting and everything, you're not losing any boost. The automatic is completely efficient. Your throttle body's open. You're never letting off on it, and basically, it's not blowing off. You have to consciously make it blow off, and here's what I mean by that. If you want to blow it off to sound cool, you can do it. You will learn to drive so that you'll rev it up to a gear, and right before it shifts, you'll blip the throttle, and this is what it sounds like with the hood closed. So you'll blip the throttle, you'll learn how to do it, but if you don't want it to make noise, it may not make noise, okay? You can keep it nice and quiet. Now, one last thing I'd like to tell you is about the boost bleed. So because this car does not have a vacuum actuated blow-off valve, when you let off on the throttle, here's those stupid E5 screws again. When you let off on the throttle, what ends up happening is that sometimes the ECU, and I have no idea as to why, ECU, what it will do is it will keep the valve open, and instead of going whoosh, it'll go whoosh, and then you'll get back on the throttle and it'll keep going God, I love those rims on this car, man. So it doesn't cause a performance. I mean, it's doing it anyways. This is what I want to tell you guys, is that the blow-off valve won't do anything performance-wise for you. You're not leaking boost. You're not doing anything. The blow-off valve is performing exactly how it was supposed to. It's just, now you can hear it. So to solve that issue, the best thing to do, honestly, would be probably to get the Turbo Smart blow-off valve. But it's not something I want to spend $300 on currently. I might do it. But let me know what you guys think, if you guys want reviews of anything else. Also, like I said, I'll be doing a whole thing about the wheels. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Comment, subscribe, you know what to do.